The markets will teach you patience. The markets will teach you to control that greed, and even discipline, because being a forex trader, I have to have a routine. I need to stick to my plan. I need to respect my trade plans, plan the trade, and stick to the trade. It is not easy. Forex trading is hard, but I am on this journey of becoming a six-figure trader, and I am documenting my journey to show that it is possible. First step of over the first hurdle that you need to overcome is capital. That's why I opt for funding challenges for prop firms, and also building my small accounts, compounding, not withdrawing any of my profits. Just when I make money, I just compound it. Righto. So this video is basically where I'm going to take you through how to handle losses even when you have a winning strategy. Now, a winning strategy doesn't mean you win 100% of all the trade setups, because you have to consider trade psychology, you have to consider your trade management. How is that up to par? And also, when it comes to the live market, how patient you can be, how do you handle drawdown? So I'm going to take you through a trade that we took, that it met all the rules, it met the full criteria, it met my entry strategy. Everything was there for me to execute, and we executed on that trade, but it turned out to be a loss. Now, the losses is part of trading. If you cannot handle losses, you are not, this market is not for you, because it's like losses are a prerequisite for your success. If you cannot handle losing a 5,000 rand, you're not ready to make 10,000 rand. That's just how it is, unfortunately. So if you're still trading with a small account, just be patient with yourself, because you're going to get there where you need to handle big losses to make big money. That's just the reality of forex. That's why there's so many people who has other businesses as well. You cannot just have forex as this only source of income, because forex is not a consistent, you will not get consistent results. Profit, you won't always be profitable. Like, you don't have, we won't have 4 profitable weeks. You will have one profitable, 3 profitable weeks, and one unprofitable week in a month. That is just the reality. So the quicker you accept that, the quicker you will start to adapt and start thinking like a pro trader, where you think in terms of probabilities. It's a zero sum game, meaning that you will have to lose sometimes, and so that you can accept also those big wins. But the beauty of forex is, and when you deal with losses, and that's how I also would help my psychology, is thinking of it in this way. Like, what I realize is, when you have a risk to reward ratio, meaning that you go for more than twice as much as you risk. When you lose a trade, you're supposed to only lose 1%. When you win a trade, you're supposed to win 2 or 3%. Now, with my setups and what I aim for and how I trade is, I normally win, like, I normally want to capitalize on my winning trade. So on the days when I lose, that my wins will still be double the losses that I have incurred. So that's it. That's a skill that you need to figure out for yourself, and that comes with proper risk management, using a proper lot size, handling that drawdown, cutting your losses early. I think I made a video about that as well, where I spoke about, I can talk to you about psychologically cutting your losses, but I also can show you. But let's go over to the charts, and we're looking at gold now. I've started to trade gold as well, in my trading plan, because it meets the same criteria, that I use the same rules as I'm trading GBP USD. Still my favorite pair. But let's just move to let me just take you back quickly to, that was, I think it was, don't that area. This was a, okay. So let's go back now. I start my analysis on a 1 hour, right? So, as first thing first, I study structure. Now, when I came to the market, structure was telling me that we are fairly bearish. We Current structure is bearish. we see a lot of bearish momentum. We see um, we currently at this area here where we see price was trying to break through this low. So I'm going to pay attention to this low here, and then we also have a low right there. So let's just mark that off. Now, for myself, I would look on the 1 hour, and then I will pay attention to what I see on my left. Now, I've marked off that low. As you can see, we currently here at a previous low. So then we started to see that happening, right? So when I came to the market, I tried the London session. This already happened. And then let's see what happens next. Now that was the candle that gave me an indication that price wants to move bullish today. So if you check this side, right, this low is respected. It has not been broken. So it shows that price can still move bullish. Now I look for my entry on the 15 minute. Now, once the very thing that I will look for is a break in structure. Now, I think I considered this as a break of structure. My target was gonna be, I'm gonna wait for the pullback, and my target was I'm gonna just target this high right here. Right? That was gonna be my target. My stop loss was gonna be right here at the bottom. But then my entry is always on a 15 minutes. So let's just see. I just want to show you. So this candle was not printed yet, but when this candle closed, I waited for a pullback, right? And then a pullback. My stop loss was gonna be right just at the bottom of that one. And that is a nice 1:5. But actually I said this here. 1:, yeah, that is a 1:5 risk to reward. We're targeting the next very last high there. So, but first thing first, I need to see a pullback, right? I need to see a pullback, and that's when I'm going to enter. So this is what happened. You see that kind of pullback? That's what I want. When that candle pulled back, that's when I entered. I entered right here for that buy, and then price shot back up. Okay, so that's another good place to enter because that was actually my initial entry. So, and then price came back, and when price, because on the I normally monitor my trade on a 15 minute and a 5 minute. I saw that we are still in my zone. It's still not, and it's still rejecting off my zone. So I'm not gonna close. I'm still in this trade, and then we saw that. Now, when you start seeing price making start showing you bullish momentum, you're still confident that it will go in your direction at that moment. And my stop loss is right here. It was 29 points. So if it was gonna come to my stop loss, I would I would be stopped out, but it's not at my, it came very close to it, like 1 pip away from my stop loss. And it's currently just playing around in my zone. But I was holding, and then this happened. So this became a loss. It hit my stop loss, and then it started to move up.